30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 59! All day, just like that.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Oh, you got deep? Check 59.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick, and he finds Stills, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that, you start...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Mike, check, 59. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the run. Check to kill.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run with Drake, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Check, 59. Watch the run.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check nickel. Regular. Check. 59. We got to get regular.
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The intended receiver there, Allen. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check the tip. Ready? 59. Back to 59. Let's go, deep, tighten it.
Newton on 1st down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 52. Gun. Joker. Hey!
Throwing is Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrated because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bruce Irvin leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
52 and 56.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, exit. 54. Mike 54. Go. Hey, 5-0. Set. Check Mike 54. Go ahead. 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that, but that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Undercrunch. Kill. Tighten up. Sponge.
On 1st and goal, Drake hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. On the toss play, this is Drake. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Running, it's Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike, check, 59. Get ready.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick, and down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Panthers have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That's how we do it,
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Fitzpatrick. High throw, but he makes the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first.
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Tip. Touchdown. Carolina. Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play, and in the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, color. 54. Here we go.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Here I come. 20. Switch. Express.
Operating from the gun. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Drop deep. Left. Five.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
20. They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
20.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got? Great. Check 26. Check the backer. Check the backer. Shoot.
On second down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check Mike, feel it. Mike 54. Check Mike. Hey, Chief. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Jeff, go, Jeff. Let's go right here. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Hey, me and you.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. It's caught, Stills, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. After the sack on 1st down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Mike, here we go. No, it ain't. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put it.
Back to throw. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20! PPP. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 69 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill, kill, kill.
He'll try and run with Drake. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jerome Baker, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Newton now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Hey, Zoo. 59. Go ahead. 59. I got one. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win.